Hello, welcome to Midnight Messages. As you know, my name is Stacy, and I want to do an Eclipse Energy Reading. And here's the thing. Right off the bat, before I even pull any of my beautiful cards, all right? YouTube doesn't like my cards, which is why you get to see my face during this energy read. YouTube doesn't like pot tarot or the metaphysical cannabis oracle deck. They don't like these, but here you go. They also don't like that I swear. So hopefully I can keep the swearing to a minimum for this video. Being said, all right. I have like 5 drinks over on my table because I need like different tastes at all times. Like this here is honey, lemon, and green tea. Then I have a 7-Up and a big old giant jug of water. So, yeah. All right, energy read. That's what we're doing. All right. So, we all know that there is a giant eclipse happening. Like, it's a total eclipse. It's blocking out the sun, and it's happening today. I am posting this video in the wee hours of the morning. I believe it's like 2 a.m. because I don't sleep, and it's Monday, and I have therapy in about 8 hours. So I don't sleep. Yes, I know. I don't know why I don't sleep on right before I have therapy, but I don't. Because my therapist is really nice. She's very, very understanding. She's compassionate. She's empathetic. She's kind. She's caring. And she's knowledgeable about certain things that I haven't seen a therapist be knowledgeable about before. So I trust her. And that's a big one for me. If you know who I am, I don't trust easily. Trauma. So, YouTube doesn't like my tarot cards because they say pot and cannabis, and they tell me that I am promoting certain things on my channel. Well, here's the thing. If an asthmatic had an asthma attack while they were shooting a live video, would you take the video down if they used their inhaler? No, you would not. If a diabetic was having a sugar problem and they needed to use their insulin right then, right now, right on the video, would you take that video down? No, you would not. If someone that has a heart condition was taping a video and they needed to take the nitrogen pill that you put under your tongue while taping the video, would you take that video down? No, you would not. I have chronic post-traumatic stress disorder, and medical marijuana has actually saved my life. I'm sorry, but this is my inhaler. And guess what? Within seconds, I am calmer, I'm more focused, and I'm able to get into a space where I can actually perform tasks. Because if I don't have that, I'm anxious, irritable, constantly trying to figure out what can go wrong in my life, or the world for that matter. I mean, and considering that I lived through an earthquake in Connecticut, in Groton, Connecticut. I lived through an earthquake on the 5th of August at 11:45 p.m. My whole second floor of my apartment started shaking. My bed started shaking. My son woke up from it. I was like, I think that was an earthquake. Now, where I live, there is a sleeping fault line that runs under the town that a lot of people don't talk about. But me, being who I am and can feel energy, knows that this sleeping fault line goes right through my backyard where the train goes. And train tracks are also ley lines. Sleeping fault line, ley line. Train tracks, ley line. Let's cover one up with another. Just saying. And I also have a swamp in my backyard. What? Yeah. Okay. One of these days I'm going to take you for a tour of my backyard. There is a swamp back there. Like, seriously. There. Swamp. Swamp. Frogs in the swamp grow. Yes. Yes. I have a swamp in my backyard. Okay. So, having lived through the earthquake, and I was like, and right before this earthquake happened, I was meditating and asking the universe for a sign on what I should do next. Should I write this book that I've been debating on writing for years now? Because I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Well, I've talked to the important people in my life that would have a not so good role in my book from like childhood perspective. And basically I've been given the green light to go with my healing trauma book. Yep. So that's going to be fun, and I'm working on that now. As well as getting my bachelor's in psychology. I switched from criminal justice because I decided that in my area, to be an addiction counselor, I would more than likely run into people that I know. I don't want to be that kind of counselor. Sorry, nope. Because I'm too empathetic. And when someone tells me their plight in their story, I feel it. I know too many people around here, so therefore, I would feel it even more. Let's not go there. All right? So, as I said, YouTube doesn't like certain things that I do, and that's okay. As long as you guys like it, YouTube has to show it. Anyway, I am not promoting, nor have I ever promoted the use of illegal drugs, criminal activity, or any kind of, how do I say it? Abuse. All right, abuse. I don't promote that. In fact, I'm an advocate for victims. I am an advocate for victims. Being a survivor, being a warrior, myself, I'm an advocate for victims. If you do not feel like you are being heard or seen, trust me, I see you and I hear you. And I am here for you. I know what it's like. I have been there. I suffered through not only 10 years of complete and utter torture from the age of 6 to 16. I also suffered through abusive relationships throughout my entire life. And as of now, my therapist and I have realized and come to a determination that I have not been in a healthy relationship. And right now, I have pledged to take this entire year to work on myself, to figure out why I have not felt myself worthy of a healthy relationship until now, and why I chose to do some of the things that I have done in the past. Now, this year is a healing year again. Like I said, right before this earthquake happened, I was meditating on whether or not I should write a book. And then my bed started shaking and the wall started shaking, and I was like, holy shit, that's a sign. That's my sign. I need to write this book, right? So I've been formulating this healing book in my head for the past few days. Well, past few years, actually. This has been a work in progress since I've been pretty much born. Anyway, so I've been formulating this healing book for a very, very, very long time. And having been through the things that I've been through, this book will have graphic details at times, because in order to show you that I've healed, I kind of have to go into what I healed from. All right? It's not going to be pretty. But I've already gotten everyone on board that's around me, my support people, gotten everyone on board, and they know that there are parts that they might not look so good in, but that it is my truth and how I see things and how my life has been. And I appreciate every single one of them for being brave enough to offer to read the book as soon as I'm done writing it. And that makes me so happy. And it also makes me a little afraid, because this book is transformative. It is going to be something that I've never even tried to do before. And it could possibly be something that the world hasn't even seen yet, which to me is going to be an amazing thing and help a lot of people. But in order to help people, you have to show your own personal hurt, because how can you have people trust you if they don't know you? Okay. So, that being said, I do not want to go into detail on YouTube what actually happened. If you want the details, get the book when it comes out, please. Thank you. That is not a shameless plug. That is the truth. I don't want to go in details on YouTube, but when I say torture, I mean actual wartime like torture. All right. There was no escape. There was no running away. There was no avoiding it. It was torture. And I should have never had to go through it. But I did. And I'm here. And I've lived to tell the tale. And now I want to start a process of healing. Which is going to entail some video segments like this one, which is also going to be a little bit of an energy read for the upcoming cycle. Whatever we need to know, whatever is needed to know at this point in time, we're gonna get some of those answers. But first, life is not always kind, but that doesn't mean that you have to turn cruel. Okay? There are people in this world that are counting on you to heal. Because as soon as you heal, you can help others learn how to heal themselves. Now listen to me. I can show you the path that I took to my healing. I can show you how I got there, and I can hold your hand the entire way. But I can't heal you. I can activate the healing in you, but I cannot heal you. That is your personal journey. Just like my healing is my personal journey. You can't heal me. And I already talked to my therapist. I was like, I'm not here for you to heal me. I'm here for me to heal myself. I'm here for me to learn who I am. I'm here for me at 44 years old now to step into the best version of myself that I can be and help as many people as I can along the way heal themselves. That's it. I'm not here to judge. Who am I to judge? I've been through some shitty shit and I've done some shitty shit. Who am I to judge anyone? And who are you to judge? Who are you to judge anyone? I'm pretty sure you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not, and I admit that freely. I am unique and I am proud of it. I'm not perfect and I don't want to be. But I am me. 100% me. Good days, bad days, in between days, I am always me. Now. And that took a lot of courage and a lot of time for me to become me. And when I look back and I remember things that have happened in my past, I realize that had they not happened, had I not gone through those traumatic events, had I not gone through traumatic decades of pain and abuse, I wouldn't be who I am right now. And I wouldn't have had to heal. And then I wouldn't be able to show you what I'm going to show you in the future. So, would I wish any of the things that happened to me in the past on anyone else? No, I would not. Not ever. Not my worst enemy. Not the arch nemesis of the world. I would never, ever wish what happened to me on a single soul. It's just not. What happened to me should have never happened. The abuse that I went through should have never been allowed to happen. And to know that it started when I was only 6 years old, it should have never happened at all. Someone should have been looking out for me. Someone should have been watching me. Someone should have cared. But it wasn't like that, and it happened. Because family. You can trust family. That's why I don't trust people. Anyway. So with this eclipse, I have a feeling that there's something majorly transformative for this planet happening. I don't know what it is. But the earthquake was my sign to go. To do it. To do everything I've been dreaming of doing. This YouTube channel, my book, getting my degree, getting my bachelor's in psychology, everything. Eventually, I want to get my master's and PhD in psychology. I know I'm very ambitious. I'm hoping that the world doesn't end tomorrow. But should it not end, that is my ultimate goal. But I want to keep this channel going through the whole process, because with each level, I'm sure there's going to be new healing to be found. There's going to be new ideas of things that I can share with you. And I don't think for me that that's going to stop anytime soon. So, that being said, I'm going to pull a couple of cards, see what the energy is going to be like for this eclipse and what's going on for the eclipse. So, like, all right, universe, can you please let us know what is happening with the collective on the planet Earth during this eclipse? Universe, please let us know what is happening for the planet Earth during this eclipse. Spirit, please guide us as to why this eclipse is here. Spirit, please guide the collective as to what they need to know about the eclipse. Spirit, please guide the collective as to what they need to know about the eclipse. All right, listen, Spirit, what the heck is going on with this stuff lately? I had an earthquake down in here in Connecticut, and now there's an eclipse like 3 days later, almost exactly. What's going on, Spirit? What's going on with all these spiritual events? What does the collective need to know about all of these physically manifested events happening right now in the heavens and in the crust of the earth, and with the little people on the earth, as in us humans? What's going on, Spirit? What does the collective need to know about this eclipse? What is going on with the eclipse? All right. Let me see. Those ones were hidden. These ones are out. Of course. So, we're coming out of hermit mode. There is a major... Oh, okay. The eclipse is about a major spiritual awakening. Of course. What do we need to know about the eclipse? The sun is going to get blocked out. Like, for real. But you gonna get your 10 of bongs. I mean 10 of cups. Sorry. I forget that I'm using the pot tarot. It's my favorite cards. I love the illustrations on them. All right. So listen. It looks like collectively the world is coming out of like a deep sleep, and people are waking up like, how do you say it? Like mass awakening. This is not going to be like what it's been like for the past, almost 10 to 20 years, where we have handfuls of people just waking up so they can start leading little pockets of people that start waking up. This is going to be like one person sharing an completely out there idea, and the entire mass of the planet just wakes up and becomes conscious of everything they're doing, everything they're saying, everything they've been doing, being, portraying into the world. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My stomach has been upset for the past 3 days. I have felt like I had knives in my stomach. It was horrible. Yeah, I was even throwing up blood, but we won't go there because I have health concerns and I don't want to go there. Anyway. But listen. This is like the world is getting their 10 of cups. Not just one person, not just a few people, and this isn't like a handful of people are doing this thing. It's like everyone all of the sudden has become conscious. And once that consciousness is turned on, you can't turn it off. It's like once you see something, you can't unsee it. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have a strange mechanism in my brain that makes it so that way if I have traumatic events, I have very little memory of them. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad. Kind of makes me feel in between. But in healing, I have had to come to terms that I know what happened. I know what happened. And I have small memories, like bits and pieces of memories of what happened. And I've had to come to terms that I will never know exactly what took place. Because my brain protected me so well that it blocked it from my personal memory. Those memories are held by Sammy and Steph. Stephanie and Samantha hold those memories. Yeah, they do. So what's going on with what's going on with the world during this eclipse, Spirit? What is going on with the world during this eclipse, Spirit? And I'm sure you guys have gotten used to my like little zone outs. That's usually when I'm getting what I call a mental mind movie. I get movies about things and I try to put them in words and describe them as best as I can. Sometimes I can't describe them at all. Because it's something that I've never witnessed before. And I don't know how it could be happening. So we're just gonna... Oh, shoot. How many is that? Oh, okay. This goes along more with the awakening, because when I see things reversed, all right, when I see cards reversed, it's more to me like it is a personal internal journey. It's not like, oh, that card's reversed, now it's negative and it's bad. No, it means the same thing on the card. Like, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but it says sexuality on the bottom. Like this card, all right, it came out upside down. So for me, when it comes up upside down, it just means that it's towards your internal self, like your higher self, your ego, your internal world, as opposed to what's happening with the outside world. Like right now, the world is again a semblance of waking up. And then you've got higher perception, which is, it came out upside down, so it's now internalized. You are getting that higher perception, and you are realizing that you hold the key to your healing. You hold the key to your own miracles. You are the key to your own miracles. And sexuality just comes from within. You don't need someone else to tell you whether or not you're sexy. You can be sexy in Fa La Llama pajamas to some people, and you know what? That's freaking dope. And you know what else? It doesn't matter if you're sexy or not to other people, as long as you think that you're the bomb. Thank you. And what other people think doesn't matter anyway. Because as I had to tell one of my haters, let's quote Salt and Pepper, opinions are like assholes and everybody's got one. I never put my nose where I'm not supposed to. Believe me, if you're something I don't want, I'm stepping closer. Sorry. Maybe y'all need to listen to some Salt and Pepper. I'm just saying. But the collective right now is waking up, becoming consciously aware of their actions and their deeds. That means that there's going to be a kick up, and people still stuck in negative emotions, because you gotta purge. You gotta purge all the crap. We already know that, because we've done that. We've been there. We've done that. Hence why I'm writing the book. Healing takes time. But once you decide that you are going to start to heal, you can heal yourself. It just takes a change in your mindset. It just takes a little bit of reprogramming. All you have to do is go from I'm not worthy to I'm worthy. And then you can take steps. And that, if that means seeking medical professional, finding someone to talk to, getting out more, like codes in nature, you might want to get out more. And that is pointed towards the internal self. So you may be looking internally for things that you may want to go out and just look around. Look at the squirrels. Look at the squirrel intelligence agency in your backyard. You might find some buff ones. I got some that look like bouncers. Because I think if it's bad for one group of people to say, I think it's bad for all groups of people to say. Just putting it out there. If there's negative connotation around it, then there's negative connotation around it. So saying it just perpetuates that negative cycle. That's just my view. The world seems to be going through a mass internal awakening. We're coming out of hermit mode. We are literally becoming consciously aware of everything around us. We're going to become consciously aware of how the government is treating us, how they're poisoning our food, how they're freaking literally duping us. How? Spread wealth. Don't hoard it. But we got the 1% that hoards it, and I think that's going to be coming to light soon. That only 1% of the world's population holds the wealth in the world. And out of, 8-9 billion, we're going on 10 billion people in this planet. And 10 billion people, only a few thousand hold the power and wealth. That means there's billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of people sitting around allowing it to happen. And when the world wakes up, which is what it looks like is happening, when the world wakes up and causes a world revolution, those 1%ers, they want to go and hide. They have their little bomb shelters. They have their little places that they can go. They have ways to get around this. But here's the thing. The mass destruction that is probably going to happen, because when you consciously wake up, you realize all the injustice around you. I know I sure did, and it freaking sent me in a tailspin. I woke up during a presidential election year. Okay. I woke up during a presidential election year and I had realized that there's no one viable to vote for. So why should I vote? And everyone's like, oh, you vote for the lesser of two evils. I'm like, but I don't want to vote for any evil. I don't care if it's the lesser of two evils. There should be no evil on that voting docket. Thank you very much. So I don't want to vote. And I feel that if everyone that was registered to vote said, we're not going to vote because there's nobody worth freaking voting for, and all you keep doing is putting people in place that keep poisoning us more and more. Whether it's our mind, our bodies, our souls, our spirits, it doesn't matter. Poison is poison. But what do I know? I'll probably be dubbed a conspiracy theorist. Because the more that I see around me, the more I want to say, and the more that I realize. And I don't want to become one of those political activists. I wish I could be the United States president. But no, sadly, I could not. I smoke medicinal marijuana. I can't even get a gun. Not in my state. Anyway, listen. When the world wakes up, oh, that's a kick in the butt. Karma was the final, was on the bottom of the deck right there. Of course it's karma. And then your higher self. Ay, Dios mío. No, no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No, no. I keep on wanting to scream, Abre la puerta. Someone needs to open a door. It's like, Abre la puerta. Ahora. Siéntate. Cállate la boca. Why is someone in Spanish so upset? Like, these are like commands. Open the door now. Sit down. Shut up. This is like a grandmother. Like, you must be seen and not heard. Like, for real. Open the door. Now. Sit down. Shut the Of course. Oh, and there's mess. Yup. There's gonna be some sorrow and some sadness, and we're kicking up. The world's kicking up. Everything. Everything. All right. I'm gonna cut this video right now, cause obviously there's some big shit going on. And as always, if you stay down for the ride and you caught my vibe and you want to be part of my tribe, subscribe, like, share, comment, do your thing right below, and I'll see you on the flip side. I love you and peace.